Hey, my friends. Welcome to Faith-Led Healing. I am your host, Tammy Trayer, and for those of you that are joining me on YouTube, I am so excited to be in this glorious sunshine and to be able to share my wilderness playground with you. It has been such an incredibly dreary winter here. As a matter of fact, I was really struggling. We get snow mold, and with all the moisture, I just believe that there was just so much affecting me mold-wise, because I was really struggling all winter long. And I'm as solar powered as my home, so I am so grateful to be recharging these last couple days, and we have like 2 more days before rain and snow continue to set back in. So today is episode number 23, and we are going to talk about how to detoxify the body. And you can find the show notes for this by going to faithledhealing.com/podcast-23. So we've talked a lot about all the different levels of toxicity in our world, in our environments. And I've brought awareness, I hope, to all of you on areas that you can start making adjustments and awareness on where the levels of toxicity are coming from. And once we're aware, we can start making all kinds of changes. We can remove ourselves from situations. We can adjust how we're eating or the cleaning products we're using, and just make so many different changes that really truly brings absolute goodness to your life. You are going to feel so much better, I promise you. And if you really want to feel better, learning how to detoxify is super important. And once you learn how to do this and you are aware and you experience the difference in your body from just simply 21 days of detoxing and the value that you brought back into your life and the less suffering that you're going through. You know, so many people out there today are suffering from their toxic load. And let me just say first and foremost that not all detoxes are created equal. I will be the first to share that with you, and I can honestly say that I have been your best guinea pig. 6 years prior to being diagnosed with breast implant illness, I was doing all kinds of self-diagnosing and different therapies and different detoxes in an effort to rid my body of the toxic load that I could feel. And some were kind, some were really extremely harsh, some were effective, some were not. And as a result of my great efforts and research, I can bring to you what I feel is the absolute best detoxification program out there, and one that I know you will all see amazing results with. Now, one of the beautiful things with this detox, I run 7-day, 14-day, and 21-day functional medicine detoxes. And I run them quarterly, and you have the option to choose, what level you wish to partake at. And I will say up front that the magic really happens on the 21-day detox, because it gives our bodies enough time to really break down huge levels of toxicity. It allows the body to go into autophagy. It allows the body to go through a phase 1 and phase 2 liver detox. It opens up all of our pathways. It gets things flowing, and it enables the body to rejuvenate and renew. And it is a beautiful thing. One of the side benefits to this is that this 21-day detox is also coupled with nutrition. And as you learn how to embark on the nutrition side of the detox, it also will begin to change your relationship with food, because you will learn what foods cause you problems. You will learn what foods really work for your body and help you to feel so much more energized. And you will realize that on the other side of the detox that your body is functioning at such a different level, and that possibly, like for myself, in my 50s, my body was functioning better in my 50s than it was when I was in elementary school and middle school. And that's because even back then I had a toxic load. I also had trauma in my life that played a huge role in moving forward into my adulthood. And in my 40s and 50s, I conquered a lot of my past trauma, which accelerated my body forward in such a tremendous way. And I believe that we all hold trauma at different levels. So this is kind of opening up a scope of different things for you to think about. But when we embark on this detox, our bodies will run extremely optimal. And what you will find for most of you is that your bodies are running so optimally that you're just enamored at the results you're getting, regardless what age you are. At 54, I have biceps again, and I don't have flabby bat wings, and my abs are defined, and I'm not doing crunches or sit-ups. My body is just so optimal that I am getting definition, and I'm feeding it nutrients, and I am feeding it all the vitamins and minerals and omega-3s, and fighting off all the extreme oxidation in my body. And I am seeing incredible results. And I want to see all of you experiencing the same thing. The other thing you're going to find is that your body starts to maintain where it's at. So many of us have been getting on a scale, and every day it could fluctuate between 3 to 7 pounds. And that is the toxic load in our bodies. When you are healthy and you are optimal and you are rebalanced, your body will stay where it's at, regardless. And again, if you're going, it's all going to depend on you. And the dynamic behind the nutrition is that for 21 days, you're going to eat really healthy, and your body's going to feel really good, and your body's going to react very well. And you're going to crave those things. You're going to no longer crave sugar. You're going to no longer crave starches and processed foods. You're going to crave healthy foods. And your desire to stay where you're at on the other side of this is going to be very high. And I want you guys to learn to make this a lifestyle change and not just a fad. This is lifestyle. And when you start to create these new lifestyle changes and your relationship with food changes, I don't want you to think diet. This isn't a diet. This is a detox. And you are going to rebalance your body in a tremendous way, and you are going to get healthy. And on the other side of things, that healthy is going to really change your thinking. It's going to change your mental and your emotional state. And through the detoxes that I run, I also help people to focus on their spiritual aspect of their life. Because when we are spiritually renewed and rebalanced and focused, our mental and our emotional follow suit. And at that point, our physical body can also follow suit. But until we get rid of the toxic load and the high stress levels, our body really can't do what it needs to do. So through the detox, I'm not just taking you through a detox, I'm taking you through a lifestyle change. And it's really important to understand that. And this is just such a wholesome event. I really thoroughly enjoy the 21-day process because of how amazing I feel, and then how amazing I feel on the other side. So let me just talk a little bit about the functional medicine detox that I utilize. It is a product that was created by Dr. Cabral, and it is a foundational protein powder that you take, which is filled with all of the minerals and vitamins and omegas that you need. and you also will take 2 supplements. There's an AYU detox supplement and an FM detox supplement, Ayurvedic and functional medicine. This is bringing science together at its finest, and this is all herbal based, and you can check the ingredients on all of the things I'm mentioning to make sure that there is nothing in there that's going to cause you any troubles if you have allergies or sensitivities. And if you just have mild sensitivities to things, I want to encourage you to continue on with the detox, because likely on the other side, those sensitivities will go away. Sensitivities often are a result of our toxic load. So I just want to mention that to you. That's a decision you can make. And this is set up so that you are really honing in on the body's needs. You are lightening the load as far as your food intake. However, you're going to feel very nourished. You're going to feel very satiated. And in doing this process and the way it is set up, your body will be able to focus more on the autophagy and on the liver detoxification and what it needs to do during this process, rather than processing and breaking down food. And trust me, by day 4 of the 21-day detox, you will be sleeping better, you will have more energy, you will feel good, and you'll notice things in your body changing, and maybe even some things that have been a thorn in your side removing or disappearing or lightening the load a little bit. So I am going to be running my quarterly functional medicine detox in April, and I want to encourage you to get involved. The powders are available in chocolate or vanilla. They're both good. I enjoy them both. It depends on my mood and the season, but they're both very enjoyable. And there is some fasting involved. And the first 2 days you fast utilizing the shake, and you are getting 80 ounces of fluid along with the nutrients that you need and the proteins that the body needs. And it is really a wonderful experience. I really enjoy the fasting portion of it because I really take that time to hone in and pull into God. I meditate during that time. I pray more during that time and just really seek Him. It really catapults things for me. It really just makes the process so much more enjoyable. Pulling God into everything is important to me, not just, my prayer needs, but I want Him in my life. I want Him in my business. I want Him in absolutely everything I'm doing, my marriage, my relationship with my children, just super important. So why would I, keep Him out of this, which is a huge effort for me to pull into Him and to improve my body, my temple. So as a part of my functional medicine detox, you have the opportunity to be part of my community, and you have access to me for however many days it is that you are deciding to detox. So the 7, the 14, or the 21 days. You have access to my mini e-course that walks you through all of the ins and outs of detoxing and the process with this particular detox. And it cheers you on for the first 8 days, because what you're basically doing is replicating your first 7 days for the next additional 7 days, which will make the 14, and then the additional 7 days for the 21. And it is very, very simple process. You have access to me for questions. You have access to a whole community of like-minded people doing the same thing as you. And you have great support. A lot of times when we do take on these detoxes, we don't have the support of others, and it can be very difficult. And I really want to make this an easy process, because this is an extremely important process, because this simple 21-day detox can give you your life back. If you've been suffering, regardless how long, This will renew your body, rebalance your body, and bring you healing. And you are just going to feel so much better. And this is where my motto is to teach you how to take your life and your health into your own hands. Because once you know all of this information and I share this with you, you will have the tools and the education and knowledge to be able to take over and know how to take care of yourself. The other thing that's going to happen is that through this process, you are going to become very in tune with your body. And you are going to know when your toxic load is amping up, or when you're getting more toxins in the body, and you start to feel it. And that is an important thing, because when we are in tune with our bodies, we have so much more opportunity to take care of it. And most people are not super in tune with their bodies because they're racing the clock, they're keeping up with the Joneses, and they're toxified. This knowledge alone and the time, the deepness that you go through while you're doing a detox like this, and just that interconnection where you really get connected with yourself, your mind, and your body, will be a true blessing to you moving forward. And you will be able to read your body and know what your needs are. That is my goal for each of you, because this is a super important thing. And being aware, being tuned in, being also having a desire to be well. And it's, in order, like I said, for our physical body to be improving, we need to be in a good state of mind, low stress. And I know we can all laugh at that one, right? Because our lives are stressful, but there are ways to keep ourselves de-stressed, to check in. And we're going to talk about that next. But when we can really hone in and know what our needs are, know what we need to do for ourselves to improve our well-being, to improve our day-to-day, and ultimately to improve our lives, I think we all want that, right? And that's what I want for each of you. So you can go to faithledhealing.com/FM detox, functional medicine detox. And you can get signed up for this quarter's functional medicine detox. You can join at any time, but right now we will be going through the quarterly detox in April, and all of the details will be available through that link. You can check out all the products and all the ingredients, and you can make your purchase. That will automatically get you into my community and into the little mini e-course. You can start honing in on all of that and preparing as you wait for your detox to arrive. Truly, this is one of the most remarkable detoxes I have ever seen. And I've done a lot. So many. I'd say all on the market, but I know there's a lot more out there, but I've done a lot. And the results are just fabulous. And all of my clients that have been utilizing this detox with me will join me in praise at the results that they received and just the renewal they found. So I want to encourage you to join me. And if you can't afford to join me now, there will be an area where you can join the waitlist for the next quarterly detox if you can't join me now. And you can also just become part of my community at faithledhealing.com/community. I know that you will really benefit from both. And I really, really want to encourage you at this point in your life, if you've never removed any level of toxicity from your body, I want to encourage you to at some point join me on this functional medicine detox, because you will be so much healthier. So much healthier. And I want you to also know that moving forward, I will be doing a parasite cleanse and a heavy metal cleanse and a mold cleanse. And these will be things that you will know about firsthand. And again, if you'd like to be the first to know, you can go to faithledhealing.com/newsletter and sign up so that you are the first to know when I am running each of these. And you will also be able to sign up for the waiting list for each of them. So you can go to faithledhealing.com/parasite cleanse, and you can go to faithledhealing.com/heavy metal cleanse, and you can go to faithledhealing.com/mold cleanse, and you will be able to sign up for my waiting list as well. I will also be doing a gut health protocol moving forward as well. And you can go to faithledhealing.com/gut health protocol and sign up for the wait list, because these will be opening up this year. I will be going through them in order because there is a specific order and a very beneficial order to detoxing. Just the willy-nilly detoxing that a lot of people do, as much as the detoxes are good for us, if they aren't done in the right order, you're wasting your money because you will have residual remaining, and it's really important to do them in a particular order. So you want to always do your functional medicine detox first, because that opens your pathways and really gets the body going. It detoxifies the liver, and it enables your body to process more upon doing the additional cleanses. Then you want to go into your parasite cleanse, because the parasites hang on to all the other toxicity in our bodies. And when we get rid of the parasites, we can then embark on heavy metals and molds and then improve our gut health as well. And when I do the parasite cleanses, we also go through and really work up the biofilm in the gut, so that the parasites that nestle into the biofilm are also removed at the same time. A lot of times parasite cleanses do not go deep enough, and you still have parasites remaining, and then they just continue to multiply. So this is a very deep parasite cleanse that I utilize, and I utilize different companies for each of these things because I prefer to use the best one on the market, the one that's going to be the most effective and the most beneficial for the money that you need to spend. So it's very important to me that we are using good products, because there's nothing worse than trying to get the body healthy and heal the body and rebalance the body and using toxic products to do it. Because like I told you before, that was my big dog. My gosh, my big dog just about knocked her head out. She's on the porch laying in the sunshine with me today. She is in need of recharging just as much as I am. Anyway, I digress. With the supplements, though, I mentioned that they're not all created equally, and that there are many supplements on the market that are riddled with toxicity and pesticides and things, because they have not been harvested properly and were not grown properly and so forth. And that's why I encourage you all to really make sure that the products you're using are third-party tested, so that you really have a good test and a good product that you're using. It's so important, especially when we are making the effort to be healthy. I just had an eagle fly over the back of the house. How cool. I love where I live. As you can see, my wilderness playground is behind me. You might have heard the quail squawking while we were chatting today. And the sunshine is just glorious. So I am sucking up as much vitamin D as I possibly can these next couple days before it gets ugly out. But again, I want to encourage you guys to join me for this detox. And you can do so again by going to faithledhealing.com/fmdetox. And you can also get your toxicity guide at any time by going to faithledhealing.com/toxin guide. I think it's extremely important that we are educated on the toxins in our world and the things that we need to look out for and the things that we can replace it with. My resource page is constantly being updated, so you will see more and more things in there. It is constantly getting an overhaul right now, so there may not be as many things in there as I've been speaking about, but please keep checking back, and I will continue to mention it, and I will also let you know when a substantial amount of things have been added. But over the next couple days here, there are a lot of things being added to that resource page. And of course, go to the show notes each week where you will find what I've been referring to. And you can go again to faithledhealing.com/podcast-23 for today's episode. So join me on the Functional Medicine Detox and check out the page and all the details involved in it. I would love to work with you. I would love to help you to break down your toxic load and to help you rebalance your body. I promise you, you're going to feel like $1,000,000 on the other side of the detox. And I have so many other services and freebies and different things to offer you on my website. So always go to faithledhealing.com and check out what's going on. New things are listed all the time on the main page, and you can always check out my services. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And we're going to continue to talk about this. I will probably do an episode just to cover some things that I might have glazed over and didn't give enough information in my opinion, or maybe some things that I forgot, because as I'm going through these episodes, there's so much to share. And if you have questions, as always, reach out to me at podcast@faithledhealing.com. I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you for joining me today. You take care, and God bless.